the lights are shining brightly on the home of the 12th man as this crowd is ready to gig 'em and get another season of Aggie football underway. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Coming out with it, it's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay. The phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A strike downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a crease. It's locked. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. All kinds of running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll call for the fair catch here. offense getting set for first down. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. The pitch. Running with power. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback will keep it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Leonard. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Texas A&M going quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on second down. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it at the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 10, Texas A&M 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Looking for space. It's Owens. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
just going to keep it after the snap. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Going to the ground. And the ball's free in the backfield. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, what a break. Great job following on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Throws to the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Texas A&M going up tempo. Back to pass, it's Reed. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Not the most productive pass for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now is a pass.
Touchdown, Aggie! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To the air. It's Leonard. Turns it loose. He's got it all right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Texas A&M going quickly.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Finds his man, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Power football with the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Reed. Pocket starts to collapse. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Love. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
He'll start this drive firing. Dances away. He'll let it go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch? You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Line gets set, first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's how you blow up the draw play. That's supposed to hit in between the tackles, but if you can force the ball carrier to bounce outside, you've got an opportunity to create a negative play, and they did exactly that.
Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Gets it out quickly. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Love. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
At the 25-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 17, Texas A&M 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal from way back there. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Bob.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... And the defense gets to the quarterback. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He wants to go deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 15 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Reed. Keeps looking downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately...